BXB. It's in the game!
Hello everyone, it's me Ben, back with another one of my off-the-cuff video reviews, and if by now you do not know, one of my favourite things is to look at little indie games on consoles and extol their virtues, then you should go back and look at the many times in video form I have done that. Because this time we're looking at Aaero by Madfellow Games, now on Xbox, PS4 and PC. A game I actually saw originally 2 years ago, over 2 years ago I think, at an EGX. And this is a game that lends itself perfectly to a video review because explaining how this game works in written form would be difficult, but here I can just show you in a video and it's so easy. So you use the left stick to fly your little ship down a ribbon. It's a music rhythm game, and here you are getting points, and then you do, like if you've done in a res or a other type of shooter, rail shooter, you use the right stick, select the enemies and fire with the right trigger. It's simple, it's fun, it's engaging, but what's brilliant about Aaero on console especially, I'd imagine, I wonder if this even works without a controller. It probably doesn't, but what's brilliant and what's been brought to us here by Madfellow Games, a little tiny English development studio with 2 people who are ex-Activision developers, and I am so glad they're spun off to do this game here on consoles and they do their own thing, because it's one of those things where it's like these guys have clearly looked at rhythm games and, you know, rail shooters and gone, hold on, this would work together perfectly. And it does. It's a little idea executed perfectly with such precision and such love and such care. The fact that I saw this game so many years ago and it's taken this long to come out shows that it has been polished and it has been tuned and it has been worked on and just brought to fruition. And because it's a music rhythm game, guess what's so important about it? The music, the sound. So, you know, here you go. Here's what some of the music's like. Personally, I love it. Enjoy for a moment. I'm back, and in addition to that, I don't want to do too much music and get caught in the copyright sort of things on YouTube. In addition to that, you have here a game which exemplifies, like I said, the indie spirit, but on top of that, it's so much fun to play. It's simple to understand, it's easy to pick up, but it's got that high score chasing mentality. That means you want to keep going, you want to keep going back and keep perfecting your scores to get higher star ratings. Now the game has sort of like a chill out mode, which you can just play without worrying about failing. It has then 3 different difficulty modes which unlock as you get more and more stars and complete the game to a higher and higher degree as you move through. So what that means is you're just going back, you're just fighting on those leaderboards, and the fact that I'm placing quite high on the leaderboards already tells me not enough people are playing this game on Xbox straight away. More people should play this game. I'm a massive fan of rhythm games. I go way, way, way back to the Parappa the Rappers, the Samba de Amigos, and then the Guitar Heroes and the rock bands. And it's great to see a music-driven game, a rhythm game that isn't focused around a musical instrument, that isn't focused around a realistic interpretation of music. You know, this is different. This is so much fun. The fact that we've got for this electronic, techno, drum and bass, dubstep-inspired soundtrack is, well, I find it thrilling. And I hope they do more, because at the moment there aren't that many tracks, but obviously each stage it's been handcrafted to work with that music track, which obviously means, you know, there's a lot of work going on there. They can't just churn out DLC, but I really hope they do. Of course, that's not going to happen if a lot of people don't pick up this game. But whatever happens, I will be excited to see what Madfellow Games does next. I also love the fact that sort of each group of songs finishes in a boss battle, which I'm showing you some footage of here, but I don't want to spoil too much. One of the greatest things actually of playing this game is seeing how each track interacts with the level and how it's going to play out. It's like I said, this game is a simple concept. I don't need to bang on about this in review. You're flying down a track, you're hitting the notes by staying aligned with the track, and at the same time you're using the right stick to target enemies and to shoot them. Little things will become apparent as you play more. The fact that hitting the enemies on the beat will give you a quicker destruction and a higher points bonus. It's all about those points, and it's all about going back and replaying these stages and really getting to know them. It's a lot of fun, guys. It's a perfect example, as I've already said multiple times, of an indie game taking a concept, polishing it to perfection, and releasing it as a vision, you know, as an exact vision of what these guys must have had. And I am super impressed with this game. I loved it when I tried it a few years ago. I love it even more now in its sort of perfected final state. I can't recommend this enough. Check out Aaero. Get on Xbox, get on PS4, get on PC, and play it today. 5 stars.
BXB. It's in the game.